Buongiorno and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we have some exciting products to play with. I feel a little crazy, like I don't love getting on camera without my brows done, but I was very interested in Patrick Ta eyebrow products, so I bought the brush and then we have the Patrick Ta Brows Shaping Wax. So we are going to test these out, see if it's better than a gel. I think one side I'll use a brow gel and do it the way I normally do, and then one side we'll do this. That way we can, you know, I feel like brow gels are pretty universal, so we'll see what the difference is between the two. But yeah, I'm really excited. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. And hit that like button, and let's go ahead and hop into this video. I feel like with this heat, my hair is just gonna keep on, just gonna grow exponentially by the end of this video. Okay, so I'm on Sephora's site. I want to preface this by saying really quickly, I promise, keep your panties on, we're gonna get into this, but I had one $100 gift card. I bought 5 new products, and that was kind of it. So yes, I have some new stuff, like I'm about to do the Fenty bronzer, like new blushes and stuff, but I don't want anyone to feel like they have to buy something or like I'm pushing something on them. Obviously during this time, like, believe me, I get it. I'm going through the exact same thing as all of you, so don't feel like you're pressured to buy this in any way, whether I like it or not. So anyways, this is I got the color Tinted, so it comes in this box here. I will say off the bat, I'm a little bit sad that he only came out with 2 shades. So he came out with a clear one, and then he came out with this brown one. So you don't really have a lot of options there, and I'm someone who likes options, okay? But it is $22. It says innovative defining wax that will maximize the shape of your brows, growth peptides, support healthy new growth, glycerin and olive oil, condition and soften the brows. So I'm actually going to go on Patrick Ta's. He's done a few tutorials on how to do this, so I'm definitely following along with his instructions. So that's what we're gonna do. The spoolie I love. I mean, Patrick Ta in general I think does a great job in packaging. So this is the like brush, and then you got the actual little side here. And I like it. It's bendy but pretty stiff, and I like my eyebrows to be a little stiff, you know, my pencils. Not like that. But yeah, some of them that are like too flimsy, I'm just like, but I kind of needed a new eyebrow brush because my spoolie definitely like was like saying like, that's enough. I've had the Anastasia brow brush for years and it was time. The one thing I noticed though is it comes out flat, and then in his videos and stuff, I think it's pretty easy to like kind of bend it so that it's like a curved, that way you can get it into the pan. My one thing is I'm like, is it gonna break off due to that? Like, hopefully it's fine. We'll see. But the packaging is always stunning on Patrick Ta's products. But I think $18 is pretty fair for an eyebrow brush. That's pretty standard. So this is what the packaging looks like. So gorgeous. I love his packaging. I mean, it does get fingerprints, but at this point, what doesn't get fingerprints? I feel like we say that every time, and I'm like, well, yeah, okay. How do you open this? Oh, like normal. Okay, so I was like, it has a big block here. So that is how you open it. All right, it doesn't come with a protector or anything over it. Okay, but that is what the tinted shade looks like. So we shall see. Okay, so we're gonna spray the pan. Okay, so as per his instructions, we're gonna spray. I know he used Max Fix Plus, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me nervous to spray like a brand new, I mean, when do we ever, like, yes, we spray product that's already on a brush, but I'm just like, is it gonna ruin it? Like, I don't know why, but it's like giving me like super like, why would I do that, you know? The mirror is nice though. It's nice that it comes with a good mirror. So let's go ahead and spray it. All right. I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it around. I don't wanna like get it completely soaked. I mean, it's definitely wet in there. It's not like, okay, fine, one more spray, I'll do it. I'll get over it, you know, but it's just like a new product. So I am gonna bend it a little bit because if we were going like straight in, I feel like you would kind of, like, it'd just be easier to do it this way, okay, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna make sure I coat it and just rub it back and forth. I want this to work out. So you gotta press fairly hard. It's definitely not just like smoothly coming out. And then we're gonna do it on this eyebrow. Full discretion. Now I gotta wash the mirror because the spray got in the mirror. First world problems. I have time to do this. What else am I doing? So I will say though, like, I got my eyebrows tinted and laminated. That's what I'm supposed to be saying, laminated. But they tinted it as well. I don't think I would go back to pay, it's like $65. But I enjoyed the brow tint part more than I enjoyed the lamination part. So he did say, like, I have foundation on right now. He did say with the tinted version not to try to get it, like, try not to get it on your skin because it will stain your skin. But I don't think I would do it again, especially now that it's fading. Like, I don't know if my eyebrows were like that bad before, but now they're starting to like hang down straight. But it wasn't really worth it to me. I liked it, but not enough to pay $65. And I started doing my brow tint at home, and that's totally fine. Like, I actually prefer doing it by myself. So I'm kind of just really making sure I coat the hairs. I don't like it to be too standoffish at the end. Like, some people like that style. You do whatever you want, okay? Everyone's always gonna have something to say about your eyebrows is what I've learned, no matter how well or how bad you do them. So do whatever you like. For me, it's just depends on the day and what I can get done. So the setting spray definitely dries in here pretty fast. I will say that. I'm gonna take just a little bit more and go over it one more time. And then we'll do the actual lamination part in a second. So what Patrick Toss said is just to make sure that you... All right, I feel like I'm being a little rough with my skin, with my brows. All right, so we're gonna leave it like that for right now. I mean, I can definitely tell that like my hairs are coated. The tinting part, I can't really tell, like with the tinted color. Let me go ahead and do a swatch real quick. So it's even hard to like show you guys what the tint would look like, to be honest. Like, I'm like digging in here and it doesn't come up. There's nothing. So it's hard to show the color, but I can tell it's coming off because like you can tell on the brush that there is product. It's just, it's impossible to like do a swatch. It's definitely a waxy material like it's supposed to be. All right, on this side, I'm gonna use my Dutch, this is the Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Gel. And I like it. It's cheaper than the brow wax, but it's also like, you know, they're different products, but I love the little tiny brush. It's so cute. Nick is playing video games in the other room, so if you guys can hear him, I'm sorry, but that's just how we're dealing with quarantine, you know? If that's what he needs to do to blow off steam and be in a okay mood, then I'm fine with it. What I like to do is I will comb the hairs up and then I will make sure I coat them by kind of dragging them down as well. And this is just like my normal brow routine. Once I tint my brows, I don't find the need to really do a whole lot other than fill in the tail, to be honest, but this is what I would usually do if I was like, I want my eyebrows to look decent today. I'm gonna take my spoolie. The spoolie's nice. I feel like it's bigger than the Anastasia eyebrow brush. I hate this eyebrow, by the way. It's got that giant blank space, and I'm just like, why won't they grow there? And then they grow off at the corner and like super intensely. Why can't we have eyebrows like men? Why do they have them? Like, I've never seen you rarely see a man without eyebrows. Like, I would much rather have thick, full eyebrows than like sparse and like sad ones. I'm like, it's not fair. They don't care. All right, so obviously I still have to go in and like fill, right? I'm just talking about the actual effect of the tint. So I don't know if you guys can really tell a difference in terms of color, but I feel like they look pretty much the same color they were between the two. So let me turn down the lighting just in case. Oh, you guys can like really see. But I don't know, I feel like I feel like I actually do like this side a little bit better, but not like a huge difference. So let me turn this back up. We're making sure we wait a minute. That is the other thing. you know, you kind of have to have time to like let this dry. I don't really let the brow gel dry that much before going in and just filling in. But he said like that's the main thing about using the product is making sure that it dries before you go in with anything else to do the lamination part, or else you'll probably be disappointed. What else is there? In terms of the growth peptides and all that stuff, I don't know if anything like that works, to be honest. I bought the Benefit one, and it was like the lash conditioner, the eyebrow conditioner, and I was too lazy to like do it consistently. So products that are in makeup that are supposed to be there for growth, I don't necessarily follow that. I'm happy that it has those ingredients, but you have to use it consistently everyday basis to like get some type of result. And I don't generally do that. So I will say though, eyebrows are the one thing I do every day. So I feel like I would probably do this more because it's actually giving me a look, whereas like the brow conditioner is just to condition your brows. It doesn't make them look any better, you know? So now that we've waited a second, what he said is you grab the brush and you press down and up. This is the part that I was excited about. Like I said, I don't like my eyebrows to like go up toward the ends. It's just not my style. But the beginning, we're just gonna press it on. Super easy. We just watched Sonic the Hedgehog, 'cause that's where we're at in life, and it was actually pretty cute. Okay, now that I've done that, I definitely feel like you can see a difference between this one and that one. Even though I press straight up, I can definitely see that this looks more like sticks that way more intensely. So let me turn down the lighting again. And you can definitely tell like these ones are still, like they're coated, but they're not giving me the same effect. This is definitely giving me that lamination effect on this side. So I'm going to take my Benefit Brow Pencil. This is the Precisely My Brow in shade 4. And I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas, which is, he said to do that after. So I think we're good to go. Like I said, you really don't have a lot of time in terms of getting the pan wet. So make sure that you're pretty fast with it because it dries down super, super fast. Which I kind of like because I was just like, isn't that going to create a huge mess? You know, other than on the mirror and on the packaging, that it does. Like I said, I'm not too picky about my brows anymore. I'm just kind of like, if they're there, they're there. That's all I really want in life. Like, as long as they look like I have some, I'm pretty happy. I don't know. How long do you guys actually spend on your brows? If you would have to say. I always like to kind of go underneath. I have not been filling out like the front part most of the time lately because of the tinting, and it's helping me like kind of save time. Okay, so I just checked his channel again. I mean, so I followed the steps he does. He didn't even end up going in, even though his eyebrows aren't completely full, with the product after. But for me, I don't have a natural tail, so I feel like I have to. Like, could be worse. Like my mom's blonde and hers eyebrows like stop like right here. And I'm always like, can you please? Can you please? And then I'm like, don't judge her. Like that's the problem, you know? Do whatever she wants. But okay, so now that they're dry and I filled in my tail, like I said, they're not perfect, but they are what they are. They're living their life, okay? Whatever makes me feel comfortable going out, I'm happy with. So I do notice a difference. I do think this one definitely gives me a little bit more of the laminated look. Is it a huge difference? Not so much, but it is, like, I can tell I use different products. But I'm going to give you guys my overall thoughts. I'm going to let this sit for like an hour. I'm going to film another video in between just because I want to see if they start falling down. Because even like brow gels, they're not all the same. You know, some like work for 10 minutes and then, you know, your eyebrows are like, okay, well, that was fun. Kind of, you know, that's hairspray. So let's go ahead. We'll check in a little bit and see how long, you know, if they're still up and happy. All right, so it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I feel like they're staying just fine. It is a little bit harder to get like pencil or powder products to go after. Not like horribly hard, but it doesn't stay as, it's a little bit harder than it is on this side. In terms of the way it feels, my brow gel feels a little bit more stiff than this. So I like that this is actually a lot softer. But yeah, what do you guys think? Okay, so overall, I would say I do really like this. I think that like when I'm comparing it, it's not like I feel like it's super high priced or anything like that. So I feel like if you're looking for a new brow product and maybe you want to try something else besides a brow gel, I think that you might be happy trying this out. I would say like my cons are more so that I wish that there's more shades. I hope he comes out with more shades. I couldn't really tell in terms of like the tint on my skin tone. The light keeps like coming out in and out of here. So it's driving me crazy. I'm like, it's illusion. That's like, what are all these things on me? But I would say like, it's not going to give you a whole lot of color in this shade. Even though it looks super dark in the pan, it's a very light tint. Like I would say even people that are, you know, lighter shades than me will probably still be fine with this because it's really not that dark. At the same time, it also could be because I dye my eyebrows, so maybe that's why I don't notice a huge difference. But I would, if he came out with more shades, I'd probably buy a shade, like one shade darker, to be completely honest. But I still really like it. I like that my brows don't feel rough or crunchy. Overall, I'm actually really happy with this product. I was a little bit scared of the whole like spray situation, but it was fine. Brush wise, I like this brush. I just will wait and see because I did bend it a little bit like he does because it's a lot easier just to get in here when it's a little bit bent. I just hope that like, it seems like it's sturdy and it's on there, you know, but I hope that it doesn't like break off. So I'll definitely update you guys, but I like this brush. I think I'm going to use it a lot and I think the packaging is so nice and sleek and it, 18 bucks with the Sephora sale. I'm trying to convince myself that it's okay. But yeah, I would say if you're looking for something, this may not be for everyone. It all depends if you wanted that laminated look. Having my eyebrows professionally laminated and then using this, I feel like it gives me a pretty spot on, like same effect. So I like that I can now do this at home. Like I said, I don't think I would go get it done again because my eyebrows are just too sparse. Like it just didn't really do enough for me. So I think that this is like the perfect compromise where the only thing would be is, yes, it does take a little bit of time. You gotta wait for it to dry and then, you know, not like it's a super long time, but I feel like for us, we're like extra 45 seconds, you know? So it may not be something that you'll reach for every day. It really just depends on you. But I'm actually fairly impressed with the product. I really like it. What do you guys think? Do you notice a difference? I know Iconic London has like a brow soap gel thing. I've never tried it, but that's because I felt like the people that reviewed it were not that happy with it. And I try to wait for certain products where I'm like, are people still using it, you know? So I think this is a product I will continue to use even on days where I may not feel like filling in my whole eyebrow and I just want to use this and just, you know, at least it looks like I put in some effort. I think it's still a really good product to do that with. Like I feel like this one looks more like a laminated one and like this one looks a little bit more full, a little bit more definitely not on the natural side. So I don't know. Let me know what your opinions are, but I'm pretty happy with this little guy and I will definitely update you guys and use it more. And yeah, but like I said, I'm not trying to influence you guys to go buy things if you don't have the money for it or push anything on you. I completely get it. I wouldn't have gotten stuff if I didn't have a gift card. So you will see new videos coming out, but that's literally because I was like, Sephora sale, I can spend my $100 gift card and hopefully bring things to you and still share the experience with you. So I just want to make sure I say that as much as possible in terms of buying new stuff. But that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.